Hi, this is Cheryl from the Cut at Home design team. I'm really excited today to be able to talk to you about Angel Craft vinyl and to demonstrate for you how you can use that vinyl in your Spellbinders Grand Calibur machine. I know a lot of us think that vinyl is for those electronic machines with the sticky mats, but you know what? We can use it just as well in our manual die cutting machines. So first, let's look at the formats that the Angel Craft vinyl comes in. Of course, it comes on a roll. You'll note what's different about this roll is it's got a larger core. This means that the curve in the vinyl is gentler, so it's easier to straighten out. Here's a 6-inch piece that I cut off that roll, and you can see it's got a very gentle curve to it, and it's not too difficult to straighten out. We need to be able to straighten the vinyl in order to run it in the manual machines like the Grand Calibur. The electronic machines use sticky mats, and so that'll hold curved vinyl in place. Curved vinyl can be a bit of a challenge for us. So the great news is that the Angel Craft vinyl also comes in flat sheets. This is a pack of 6 by 12-inch sheets. And so this is an assortment. This is the neutral assortment. It's got antique white, brown, black, and gray colors. It's already pre-cut 6 by 12. So it's a size you can already use in the Grand Calibur. You know, it's got the 8.5-inch wide platform, so you can do quite a bit with it. When you look at the vinyl, a single sheet is pretty thin. So when we're cutting vinyl in the Grand Calibur, we're going to treat it the same as we would a thin cardstock. So it's very easy to cut, not really that difficult at all. We're going to start out with our base plate. I'm going to put my die face up. I'm going to use my Hello die here. Because this is a detailed die and the vinyl or any other paper or anything else may tend to stick in it. Again, we have to remember our basic principles using it. I'm going to put a sheet of wax paper over the top to help release the vinyl when it comes through. I'm going to lay my vinyl then face down on that Hello. I'm trying to get it near the top so I'm not wasting a lot of vinyl. I've got plans for this stuff. I've got a lot of craft room labeling that I want to do. Then I'm going to put the cutting plate on top and I'm good to go. Now you could also consider using a shim with it. We're going to try without and see. Hopefully that will work out. It will cut just fine for us the first time. I'm going to go back and forth because that Hello is somewhat detailed to make sure I get a good cut. You can also see I'm using the junior plates here. Normally those Grand Calibur plates are 8.5 by 11, so they're kind of big. But the junior plate's only half that size. Okay, so that should be good enough. I'm going to pull this, kind of set the machine out of the way a little bit. See if I can get this back onto camera for you. Of course, it's sticking now to my cutting plate. When I flip this over, I think that we'll see that the Hello is cut out beautifully. So I'm going to pull away the extra vinyl. One of the beauties of the Grand Calibur is it just does so well with these intricate dies. It's already pulled some of these extra little pieces, the centers of the letters and that sort of thing have already pulled out for us. So it's kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and pop the rest of those out so they're not in the way as we go to place the Hello word on a piece of cardstock. So I'm going to set a piece of cardstock down here. Again, this is a pretty simple and straightforward project, so I feel comfortable doing it without transfer paper. Of course, you could use a transfer paper to help you place this if you had several different separated letters or a couple of different projects. You may want to do that in order to keep things together and lined up precisely. But this is going to be a fairly straightforward placement. Now, as I go to pop this out of the die, I'm trying to keep my liner and my vinyl together. That's always a good idea. So you're going to press through instead of pulling from the back so much on that white liner, because it will come up on its own. You want to try and pull with it that black vinyl, or actually I think this is brown vinyl. So you'll reposition every little bit. Again, you've got the wax paper in there as well. That should help with releasing these, but make sure you're not tugging too hard on the vinyl. It is plastics. Plastics will pull out of shape and stretch and that sort of thing. Here you can see just how easily the vinyl releases from the liner. They're already separated coming out of the die. So I'm going to pull the liner off at this point in time. Here I've got the sticky side of the vinyl, and I want to try and keep my hands off of that. So I'm going to use my scissors to help me grab the very end of it. And now I can place it on my cardstock. Now if I've got this and it's not very straight, truth is I can just pick it up and move it a little bit and straighten it up. Again, if this were a really good project where I wanted it to be exactly centered or exactly in line, I'd be using the Angelcraft transfer paper to get it there. But a couple of quick pushes into place and my vinyl is stuck. How easy is that? And look at that beautiful cut. Didn't think that could happen in a manual machine, did you? I know I always thought vinyl needed to go through the electronic machines, but surprise, surprise, it doesn't. It cuts beautifully on the Grand Calibur and on other manual die cutting machines. So I highly recommend you check out the Angelcraft vinyl for projects small and large. I'm in the process of labeling some things in my craft room, so I'm excited about using the vinyl in order to do that with any of my die cut alphabets. It's just so simple. But I can also see projects where I can use a lot of the fun dies I have, labeling mugs, making ornaments. There's so many fun little projects that you can do with it as well. So check it out for yourself. Angelcraft vinyl. Thanks for watching. Bye.